Welcome to the Daddy Rich Rockin' Chair Talk Show. We are excited to be here today. We have some attorneys in the house. We have some entrepreneurs. We have a great show lined up and ready for you. So help me welcome our one and only. He may not be my daddy. He may not be your daddy, but he's somebody's daddy out there. Daddy Rich, welcome.
All right, thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for that lovely deal right there. Thank you. Miss Lady K. Lady K is back in the house. See if we can get a little bit more volume on this one. There we go. Thank you, Lady K, for being here. Glad y'all came out out there in YouTube place. I'm glad y'all tuning in to the show. Hey, I appreciate all the hits that y'all giving me and everything. Give a little volume, baby. We good. And I appreciate that y'all doing what you're doing. I appreciate the comments. Got a few comments talking about the show and things. And we got a few people. Hey, we got a lawyer here. If you got problems or whatever, hey, listen to us, get his number, and everything's going down. And we good. And we're gonna get to this show, Lady K. Lady K, it's good to see you back here.
Thank you, sir.
You enjoyed your little day off. Y'all know she was missing the last show. You know she was missing. She wanted to block her play. Y'all know we just have love up here, number love. But you want to go ahead and talk about your little deal, that your dancing deal. I'm gonna step out of the way just for a second, and I'll be back.
All right. The dancing deal, as he called it. What I do, I minister in dance. Sometimes I work with other teams. Sometimes I dance alone, but it's all to the glory of God. And that's what I do. I allow God to use me in the dance. I remember the day when I was back in the clubs every weekend and dropping it like it was hot. Dropping it down, picking it back up, turning it around, and dropping it again. But when God came into my life and Jesus touched my heart to change me, and I began to realize that I can still dance. I just need to do it for the glory and the honor of God. And that has been the ministry in my life thus far. I have been dancing in ministry for over 10 years, and I still enjoy it. It's still my passion, and I still love it. I actually will be dancing next week, next Saturday in ministry, and I'm currently working with the Way Church and their dance ministry. So that's what we have going on. That's what I have going on, all yet to the glory of God. Thank you, Daddy Rich.
Thank you, Lady K. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you know we got a good show for y'all today, and we're gonna get right on into it. There, we got Pastor. Ooh, what did Pastor Corey must be talking about me, or the other pastor, my other pastor talking about, because they all on my mind. But we got Mr. Richard Howard in the house, attorney from Texas. Come on down, sir.
Attorney in the house today.
Yeah.
P's and Q's.
How you doing? How you doing? Daddy Rich, how you doing?
Good. Have a seat right there. Okay. You know, I'm old school. I gotta sit down. I don't do all this standing. Yeah. Brother Richard, you know my name Richard too. But Mr. Howard, how it's been going? You know, we had done some things together and stuff, and I know you had moved the property to another office, and let the people know what you do.
Okay. What I do is I do a lot of corporate work. I was doing a lot of employment work for a lot of plaintiffs, individuals who had problems on their jobs, things of that nature, Social Security laws, employment, criminal law, pretty much contracts, anything and everything that we could do to try to help the community, because a lot of people need help out there. Yeah, so we were trying to, and as I was trying to help my brother here too, but you know, we try to do everything, and we're in the process of moving right now. So I don't have my office yet, but I'm about to get an office with 3 other attorneys. So we're gonna have a nice little corporate law office going, but address we don't have as of yet.
Mr. Howard, the other attorneys that you joined with, what do they do?
Well, some of them do entertainment law, others do sports law, agent law. A lot of them on the Fed side. So we break it up, family law, you know, for divorces, child support, things of that nature.
All right, that sounds good. Lady K, do you have any questions for the lawyer here?
I do have one question. How can we get in touch with you? Do you have a website or phone number?
We do. We're in the process of getting the website, but the best way to get in touch with me is phone number 214-215-4350.
One more time.
214-215-4350.
4350.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the last four.
Yes, ma'am.
215 is the first three. And then you got 214 at the beginning.
There you go. You got it. There's a website for you there?
We're in the process of getting a new website, so we're going to get that going. But it's not up yet. But when I come back, if I'm invited back, then I'll definitely have that information for you.
Sorry, Lady K, go ahead.
That's all. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm glad to know I can get in touch with you.
That's right. That's
hey,
right.
that was Richard Howard. I don't know why, man. This is going. I don't know what
it may be something to that. You keep saying it.
I'm telling you, man.
It's a sign or something.
All right.
Man. Woo.
God speaks in mysterious ways.
He sure do. But Mr. Richard Howard, the attorney here in Dallas, Texas. So if you have any legal problems, give him a call, and if you can't find him, get in touch with us, and we can get you his information and telephone number to you. And Richard, Mr. Howard, I so appreciate that you coming out, sir, and thanking. And we're going to have you back again.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. That was the attorney there, y'all. So if you out there, if you got some legal problems that you need to get solved, give him a call, and he can show him. He's a good man. I have worked with him before, and you know, hey, let's be real now.
All right, and that number is 214-215-4350.
And for those that is less fortunate that you don't have the money to try to pay, he can work you our payment plan. So there is still a way that you still can get your problem solved. He can work out a low payment plan for you before he gets started on the case. So he done that for me. I know he can do it for you. So let's get ready for the next case that's coming up.
All right, our next guest.
You gonna introduce him? Well, since I've been doing it for the minute here, Reverend Corey, will you come on down? Reverend Corey.
Reverend Corey, our entrepreneur. All right.
All right, Reverend Corey. All right, this the young man that's at our church, at the Way Church, and he's handling all the music thing, and he does a great job. And also he has radio?
Online radio station.
Online radio station. And he's a good friend of mine, and we finna get into it. Let's take that seat. You know I don't stand and do this now. Let's take a seat.
I'm with you.
Now, Mr. Corey, now you want to tell folks about your radio station online and what you do and what all you have on your station.
Sure. Now it's been about 6 months. I started a gospel online radio station with Live365.com, and everything is going well. I'm doing gospel music as well. I really enjoyed it. I've been in radio for about 10 years, and it's just my life, radio and TV. So if you want to broadcast or do commercials with me, let me know. I'll be glad to.
All right, hey there. Hey, that's a connection. We got the lawyer now, we got the advertising radio station, and I'm on the radio station. So, hey, we got some connection going, and we're going to put some things together. Lady K, you got any questions for the Reverend now?
If we wanted to advertise on your radio station, how would we do that? Would that be by email or phone number? Do we go to Live365? How do we?
Well, first you do is just call me, and we'll get together. We'll talk about what you would like broadcast. What we're offering is like a 30-second spot at this time. Your first time will be free. God bless.
Amen.
Because of who I am and who I believe that God is and how He's going to bless this station. And just give me a call, and we'll work with you.
Okay. And what's your number?
My number is 214-900-9122. I'm on Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So tune in. The show is called the CMG Gospel Show. It's on the CSMG Gospel Network. Thank you.
Hey there. As you were saying that there's in a way that local peoples can bring on like community things on the site, or that's a special outside deal that they have to do.
Well, sure. I'm working with that. Right now, I am growing, and I'm trying to get everybody involved, everybody heard. The station is heard all over the world. You know, internet is all over. So I'm working with local as well as out-of-state business. I would like your help to help me grow. And we're just trying to just get our foot off the ground and see how, how it's going to go.
All right, that sounds good. And I know Lady K would like to be on there because, she got her praise dance team and talk about all the events and stuff. Is there any other special events that you have coming up that you want the people to know today?
Well, not exactly. That's what we are working on as well, is to get more events and more things going on. To all pastors, if you would like for your church to be heard, your ministry, your message, or your church choir have albums, any artists that have CDs or whatever, just give me a call and we will get you on the air and get you heard all over the world.
Awesome.
Hey, sounds good. But I appreciate you coming down here to the Daddy Rich Rockin' Chair show. And hey, y'all hear this young man here? Here's another spot for y'all, you music peoples out there that you're trying to get your little CD out. We know how we do it. So we selling out the car, going around the door to door and trying to do what we can to get our deal out there. Here's another opportunity, another site where you can go and try to get your music out. As you've been seeing on my site, I have also artists on there. So it's going good with that. They're getting a lot of, jobs with it, and here's another way you can get it done. So Reverend Corey, I want to appreciate you for coming out, and we're going to have you back. Would you love to come back? I would love to come back. It's been a pleasure being here. All right, we want to thank you. Y'all give your hands up for Reverend Corey there. Thank you.
That is live365.com. And that is Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to 12 p.m. My correction, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if you would like advertisement, please call 214-900-9122.
All right. As we will have another website coming up that Lady K is working on, and it's going to have information to you about different things that we get ready to do. We get ready to put on a pageant show for the couples, the best dressed couple.
Best dress.
Best dress.
Not just any dress.
No. You just can't come up here and just have something known, because you're going to be judged. And the prize will be a trophy, and you be the best dressed person that's on a YouTube show, Daddy Rich Rockin' Chair, and you hold that title for 1 year. So you will have to return back the next year. So, hey, you got a whole nother year to get your wardrobe together. I think that's going to be a great show. What you think?
It's great. It's awesome. Come out and join and participate. Let us know if you would like to be a part.
Yes, and so all them little suits and dresses you got hanging in the back closet, pull them out, dust them off, and get them ready. But we got our next guest. I know you want to bring this guest up.
We have our very next guest coming up. And her name is Minister Kim, and she's going to tell us about what she does. Welcome to the stage, Minister Kim.
Somebody get a hand on the stage.
How are you?
I'll let you go with this one before we sit down. Oh, you know what? Hey, here we got the Pastor Kim. Hey, Pastor Kim, how you doing this morning?
Good. How you doing today?
I always do her like that because she, we love to do stuff like that. But you here today, and I know you do a lot of things and stuff. We're going to sit down and talk about it, okay?
All right.
All right, let's have that seat, y'all. Pastor Kim, to tell us about the ministry and the things you do, and I know you had talked to me about you go out and do outreach ministry, and you go out and travel and talk to different peoples, and especially young ladies that you've been talking to and stuff. So you want to go and let the YouTube people know about your ministry, and maybe some young ladies out there maybe listening.
Okay. I'm Pastor Kim Bird, and of course I've been in ministry all my life, as many people have. Grew up, my father was a pastor. I was licensed and ordained in 1999. And have been in ministry since then. I was a youth pastor for 5 years, and since then we have extended out into our own ministry from there. We do conferences. We've extended now from West Texas, the Middle and Odessa area, all the way to Mississippi. So we are branching out, and we're excited about that. We have a conference coming up in October. We will be in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Again in April, we'll be back in Holly Springs. We've had our conference in August was in New Albany. We came out of Louisiana also last month, so we are going all over the place. One of the main things that we're focusing on as well, our entity that we're dealing with, is These Clay Feet Outreach, and we're trying to reach 18 to 25-year-olds. There's so many young women who their children are dying, they have falling back into things that they shouldn't be into just because they don't feel like they have a support system and they don't have anyone they can turn to. So we are reaching out to them to help find jobs, get their GED, get an education, something that we can help them to do to know that there is a place for them in this world. And if we can give them a solid foundation in Christ and a foundation of knowing that they can stand on their own 2 feet and make something happen for themselves, then they'll be able to reach out from there and live. And these babies that are dying can live also.
Alrighty, alrighty. Pastor, I also got a number for you that when you mentioned about helping them ladies to get their education and diploma, there's a little small organization that's in Dallas that's helping adults and young children, men and female, them to get their GED or their diploma. Good. So I'm gonna give you that number. Maybe you get in touch with them, and that might be another little spot that you can use. And they said they have several facilities around Dallas that they use. So hopefully we can get that. Lady K, do you have anything to ask the pastor?
I believe this has been my most famous question is, how do we get in touch with you? We have a lot of people doing ministry and helping and supporting in the community. And I always like to know, for future reference, because after about 30 minutes, I'll forget. Okay. But how do we reach you?
The best way to reach us is KYMBYRDministries.com. There's a contact form on the website. You can go through the contact form. It'll go to my administrative assistant, and we will contact you from there.
All right.
And what's that website again?
KYMBYRDministries.com.
All right.
Hey, also, Pastor, one more thing. I know that you mentioned also about the ministry part. What churches have you been ministering with, and a lot of them that you been contact, so a lot of them can know? So maybe some of the ministries pastor might be looking one day and say, "Oh, I remember her," or a young lady that was in the choir or something, maybe, and let people know where you been. So that way they say, "Oh, okay, she's been to this church, that church. Oh, we need to call her in for our little conference."
Okay. In the West Texas area where I was youth pastor at Mount Bethel Baptist Church in Big Spring, Texas, we worked locally here with Bishop Gregor Quinn for some time. Now we have worked with Potter's House on different projects. Okay. We are now going into Louisiana and the Mississippi area. Holly Springs is Pastor Denise Anders Modis at...
That's all right, that's all right, that's all right. That's all right. Okay. That's good. That's good right there.
My mind goes blank.
That's good.
But she's out of Holly Springs, in the church in New Albany, a Full Gospel Church, Bishop Farrell, there in New Albany, Mississippi.
All right. See that? Now she got, y'all see where she been. She done made some footsteps, so y'all been help her make some more footsteps there out there. And Lady K, you got anything else you want to ask the pastor before we leave?
I do not have anything else.
All right. Well, Pastor, I want to thank you for coming, and I hope I get you to come back out again.
Okay.
And the next time, bring one of your young lady with you that you've been, maneuvering and stuff, trying to do this thing. We can have some information from her and see how it's going, so other people can see how it actually goes and how it works. Because we a creature of seeing. Oh, well, she's saying all this, but we ain't seen nobody. So So next time you come, bring a young lady with you in. That way we have more information, and that shows them, hey, it can be done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for coming. We hope to see you again.
Okay, thanks.
Y'all give them a round of applause. All right. We had a nice show here. It was a little short there, but Daddy Rich, I'll be out in the street doing everything. And for my young folks, I found out the club in Dallas is the hottest club. It's Beamer's Club. I don't know why, I ain't never been there, but they told me that Beamer's Club is the hottest club here in Dallas, Texas, for all my young folks out there, if y'all clubbing. But that's the spot where it's supposed to be happening at. I did go out and do what I said I was going to do. I went out and tried to find out which was the top club that was popular here in Dallas. So if you travel...
Can you find out where the Jesus clubs are?
They all over. You just pick a church house.
There you go.
So, but before we close... Lady K gonna give a little encouragement word. Go ahead and give us a little encouragement word before we get up out of here.
I just want to encourage everyone to continue to walk and to live by faith. We walk by faith and not by sight. It's a lot that's happening in the world, and it's in our face. So I challenge you through the next week, through the next month, to move that out of your face and out of your eyesight and look past it to the things that God would have for us. For even when you walk by faith, even your failures will lead to success.
All right. CB, give me a little music there. Hey, it's been fun. It's been real. Daddy Rich got the road to hit the streets again. Hope to see you soon. Come out and see me. Hey, let's get out of here, Lady K. Let's go get out the morning. Let's go.